Good day. Um, if you have followed me from before, my former account, Binder38US, before TikTok decided that I was a menace to society, you know I've had one mantra all the time. And I thought about this because I've always wondered why people vote against their best interest. It seems to be a thing for people voting for Republicans. Because they promise the world but never deliver. They can't govern. And so my reoccurring theme has always been is to vote Republican is to court death. Taking that line from the end of the first Avengers film. Because it's true. Republicans go out of their way to dismantle government in a way that it isn't working for you, or when emergencies come up, they can't react. COVID, first thing Trump did was take apart the Fast React pandemic team and we got fucked. And then they blamed everybody else. That's the other nation apart with Republicans. They'll blame everybody else for what they caused. Which brings us now to the disaster in Texas. The Kerrville County has no weather warning or sirens. I live in fucking Georgia now. I used to live in California. I live in Georgia now. We have weather sirens where tornadoes are coming up. They're scared the piss out of you. That's their job. They don't have that in Kerrville. Why? Because you voted Republican. And Republicans, the Biden infrastructure bill gave money to counties, rural areas for internet, for electrification, and for safety. They were allotted $24 million for weather warning and siren to help them out. So they're ready if something happens. And their county, and there is a recording of it at their meeting, refused it. Why? Because it came from the Biden administration. You guys are so fucking stupid and tribal that you refuse money from the federal government to help your people. And the same thing, Texas overall, they've been giving money, but they sit on it. That's why they have a surplus, because it's money from the federal government that's coming from blue states. They sit on it because they don't want to take that money from them people. And then they distribute it amongst themselves because, basically it's like when we gave aid to some countries, like they would, if it was run by a strongman, they take it and fuck the people. Texas is no different. Which brings us to now. Incompetency is a feature of the Republican Party. They will blame everybody else for reactions, i.e. FEMA's reaction under the Biden administration for disasters. But when shit happens, it's not their fault. It took DHS or FEMA reaction more than 72 hours to show up in Texas because Kristi Noem, being that crazy woman that she is, told them anything above $100,000 I have to approve first. Why? It's an emergency. Why do you need to put your fingerprints on it? And nothing showed up till Tuesday, which was beyond the quick response dive teams, swift response dive teams. Normally, when somebody's coming up, they're dispatched before to be ready. They didn't come up till Tuesday after everything's long gone. You know who was there? Mexican dive teams. Sent by President Sheinbaum to help. But I don't hear a word of that from the fucking mass media. But they refused the money. And now everyone's running around trying to blame someone. You know who they're blaming? A black fire chief in Austin for not sending their dive teams to Kerrville, which is 2 hours fucking away. So, and it's the white fire department, white people are going after him because they want to get rid of him, so they're using him as a scapegoat. Sound familiar? And the other thing they're doing, I am not reveling in the death of these people. It's disgusting. It's sad. I don't care who they voted for. What I care about is that their government failed them. And the amount of people who died should not have died if there was adequate warning and adequate resources applied. Trump's going to show up Friday, and I guarantee you he will blame Democrats, Biden, and everyone for this disaster. And then Greg Abbott talking about football, and you don't blame people because that's what losers do. Yeah, fuck you, dude. You're inadequate. All you've been is able to be elected on hate. Immigration hate. People of brown color hate. That's what drives you. And how you're going to react to it, you're going to redistrict the areas again in an illegal gerrymandering so you can keep your power because you know Republicans are fucked. Oh yeah, and your lieutenant governor is going down in flames because his wife's divorcing him, tired of his shit, and about to lay out all his dirty motherfucking laundry. So, it's tiresome to listen to Republicans try to look for blame instead of going, hey, how can we fix this? Because, hey, if they made a mistake, I'm fine with it. Fix your fucking mistake. And don't blame everybody else. But you can't do it. You can't do it because everybody's about covering your ass. Even at the expense of dead bodies of children. And I'm not reveling in this. This is bullshit. It should not have happened to them. Was it going to happen? Yes. There was going to be loss of life because you can't stop the weather. Contrary to what the fucking weirdos are saying about weather modification. Dear God Almighty, where have we gone? And I sit here and I listen to this over and over again. The loss of life, the craziness of hate and more hate and more hate and no empathy. And it's tiresome. I mean, I just watched a video saying that he's glad, a man's glad that people are being deported because they're criminals. We're not criminals, we're people. They're people. And you're now, everyone who's brown is a threat to you. So tired of it. And you can't get through them because you white folk won't stop voting for Republicans. Stop it. It's not working for you. It's just killing you, and it's literally doing it. And every time I say this, I get fucked over because you don't listen to me. Or I end up my platform getting fucked because I hit the truth. So I will say it again. To vote Republican is to court death. And we have proof.